वनक्कम, मैं हैदर अली सैयद आसिफगंज से यूनाइटेड अंडर तमिल सेवा।
Islam of Shia
Sunni, the cult of the nomads versus straight path of first Siddha, which was followed by Noah and all messengers. See Quran chapter 42 verse 13. Rashidun means Rashidun, Arabic, rightly guided, or perfect. The first four caliphs of the Islamic community, known in Muslim history as the Orthodox or Patriarchal Caliphs. Abu Bakr reigned 632 to 634. Umar reigned 634 to 644. Uthman reigned 644 to 656, and Ali reigned 656 to 661.
The Rashidun Caliphate is characterized by a 25-year period of rapid military expansion followed by a 5-year period of internal strife. How Rashidun chosen by Allah or by human? The four Rashidun Caliphs were chosen by a small electoral body consisting of prominent members of the Quraysh tribal confederation called Shura.
The caliphate arose out of the death of Muhammad in 632 CE and the subsequent debate over the succession to his leadership. Abu Bakr, a close companion of Muhammad from the Banu Taym clan, was elected the first Rashidun leader. He ruled from 632 to his death in 634.
Abu Bakr was succeeded by Umar in 634. His appointed successor from the Banu Adi clan. Umar was assassinated in 644 by a Persian slave and was succeeded by Uthman, a member of the Banu Umayya clan, who was elected by a 6-person committee arranged by Umar.
Uthman was assassinated by Egyptian rebels in 656 and succeeded by Ali, a member of Muhammad's Banu Hashim clan, who presided over the civil war known as the First Fitna, 656 to 661.
The First Fitna, the war was primarily between those who believed Uthman was unlawfully killed, supporting his cousin and governor of the Levant Muwawya, and those who believed his killing was deserved, supporting the Caliph Ali. The civil war permanently consolidated the divide between Sunni and Shia Muslims, with Shia Muslims believing Ali to be the first rightful caliph and imam after Muhammad, favoring his bloodline connection to Muhammad. Additionally, a third faction in the war believed both Ali and Muwawya should be deposed and a new caliph elected by Shura. This faction supported the governor of Egypt Amr ibn al-As. The war led to the end of the Rashidun Caliphate and the establishment of the Umayyad Caliphate in 661 under Muwawya.
Battle of Jamal, the Battle of the Camel, also known as the Battle of Jamal or the Battle of Basra, took place outside of Basra, Iraq, in 656 CE. The battle was fought between the army of the fourth Caliph, Ali, on one side, and the rebel army led by Aisha, Talha and Zubayr, on the other side. Ali was the cousin and son-in-law of the Islamic prophet, Muhammad, whereas Aisha was a widow of Muhammad, and Talha and Zubayr were both prominent companions of Muhammad.
The Aisha's party had revolted against Ali ostensibly to avenge the assassination of the third caliph, Uthman. Both the efforts of Ali to save Uthman and the leading roles of Aisha and Talha in inciting Muslims against Uthman are well cited. Ali emerged victorious from this battle in which Talha and Zubayr were both killed and Aisha was captured.
The Hassan-Muwawya Treaty was a political peace treaty signed between Caliph Hassan ibn Ali and Muwawya in order to bring the first Muslim civil war to a close. According to the treaty, Hassan ceded the caliphate to Muwawya under a number of conditions, including the safety of Muslims and that the latter would not name a successor for himself. Muwawya violated the terms of this treaty.
Hassan died in 669 CE at the age of 46. It is believed that he was poisoned at the instigation of Muwawya, as the latter paved the way for the succession of his son, Yazid. Throughout his reign, Muwawya prosecuted notable partisans of Ali, including Hajr ibn Adi, a companion of Muhammad, who was executed in 670.
Rashidun means rightly guided people. What if I say that what you just heard, the history of Rashidun, as a fictitious story by the nomads? Nomads are from bloodline of Cain settled among Pandyan colonies. What you just heard was a fictitious story. Anyway, let's see what Quran has to say in regard to caliphate among family of Abraham.
Quran chapter 42 verse 13 clearly says that we all have to follow the same way of life which Prophet Noah alias Murugan followed. That same way of life was reminded by last messenger Prophet Muhammad. And Abraham, Moses and Jesus too followed the same path which Noah followed. I read Quran chapter 42 verse 13.
He has ordained for you, mankind, of religion what he enjoined upon Noah, and that same straight path, which we have revealed to you, O Muhammad. And what we enjoined upon Abraham and Moses and Jesus, to establish the religion, straight path of first Siddha, and not be divided therein. Difficult for those who, nomads who, associate others with Allah is that to which you invite them. Allah chooses for himself whom he wills and guides to himself whoever turns back to him.
Asivagam is a Tamil word, Asivagam, which denotes God the Omnipotent. Sivan means life, Agam means inside. Sivagam means life inside of us. Asivagam in whole means God's given guided life.
Life inside of us also means the DNA memories inside of us. Asivagam means God-guided path. Asivagam principles was given to first Siddha Sivan. Sivan is also the first Pandyan who established the first Pandyan Sangam at Mother Colony, Tamil Nadu, Sri Lanka, Kumarikandam. Sivam in Tamil means omnipotent God. Sivan refers to representative of God on earth.
As per Quran chapter 2 verse 246 to verse 251 says kingship is with David bloodline. First Qibla or house of administration of children of Israel was built by King Solomon son of David at Jerusalem called Al-Aqsa, built by Jinn. See Quran chapter 34 verse 12 to verse 13. Ark of Covenant united the 12 tribes. See Quran chapter 2 verse 241 to verse 256. Ark of Covenant missing. Children of Israel fled from Jerusalem and settled among children of Ishmael son of Abraham in Arabia.
As per Quran chapter 2 verse 125, Makkah is the safe house for family of Abraham. I quote the verse. Remember we made the house, Kaaba, a place of assembly for men and a place of safety. And take ye the station of Abraham as a place of prayer. And we covenanted with Abraham and Ismail, that they should sanctify my house for those who compass it round, or use it as a retreat, or bow, or prostrate themselves.
Timeline of Prophet Jesus. Since Ark of Covenant was missing and children of Israel had left their land, so Jesus Christ's mission incomplete. God took Jesus to heaven, and final sign before day of resurrection is second coming of Jesus, where he would complete his incomplete mission with lost sheep of house of Israel.
Quran chapter 17 verse 104 talks about final exodus. Remember, as God has promised Abraham about a land to his descendants, so final exodus would take place based on that promised by God. As far as children of Israel are concerned, they are unjust people, so final exodus is not on their merits. Holy books tells us among children of Israel they used to kill their prophets and used to interpolate their holy books. Timeline of Prophet Muhammad. Old Qibla Jerusalem belongs to children of Israel whose administrator were from seed of David tribe Judah Moors. New Qibla at Makkah also belongs to children of Israel. For change of Qibla see Quran chapter 2 verse 144, 149 and 150.
Quran chapter 4 verse 59 says, "Obey Allah and obey His Messenger and those in authority." People in authority among family of Abraham is with seed of David tribe Judah Moors. I quote, "O you who believe, obey Allah and obey the Messenger and those in authority among you." People in authority among family of Abraham is with seed of David tribe Judah Moors. Then, if you quarrel about something, revert it back to Allah and the Messenger, if you believe in Allah and the last day. That is good, and the best at the end.
During lifetime of Prophet Muhammad, new Qibla was appointed for children of Israel and people who are authority are seed of David tribe Judah Moors. After victory of Makkah, nomads, which means restless wanderer on earth with a sign from bloodline of Cain, settled among Pandyan colonies, were not allowed to enter into Hejaz region. See Quran chapter 9. Verse 28.
Moors from their new Qibla or administrator center of Makkah ruled Hejaz region and Africa, and in Europe they ruled for 800 years. So with this I have given you both the version of Khalifa, that is Shia Sunni version of Khalifa based on Persian doctrine, and also I have given the Quranic and established history. There is no compulsion. Truth stand clear from error.
Vanakkam. Thank you.